Before I say another word, I need you to stop scrolling and listen carefully. I need you to think about the last time you betrayed yourself. Not the last mistake you made, not the last time life got hard, not the last time circumstances cornered you. I'm talking about the last time you knew what you wanted and still chose something else because of people, because of their faces, because of their opinions, because of their laughter, because of their judgment, because of the fear of being misunderstood. Think about it. That moment when your heart said go, but fear said stay. That moment when your spirit said speak, but insecurity said be quiet. That moment when your purpose said move, but the crowd said wait. You remember it. Now here's the real question. How many times have you done that? How many dreams have you buried to stay accepted? How many ideas died in silence because you wanted approval? How many opportunities passed because you were worried about looking foolish? How many times have you chosen comfort over calling? Because if you're honest, this didn't happen once. It became a pattern, and patterns become prisons. Some of you are in a prison right now. No bars, no chains, no guards, but you are trapped. Trapped by what people think, trapped by the need to be liked, trapped by the fear of criticism, trapped by the addiction to approval. And the worst part, most people die in that prison and never realize the door was unlocked the whole time. Listen to me carefully. You have one life. One. Not two. Not 10. Not a backup version. Not a practice round. One life. And you are wasting it asking people who are confused about their own lives for permission to live yours. That has to stop today. Because every time you let somebody else's opinion control your choices, you hand them your future. Every time you shrink so others feel comfortable, you rob the world of who you were meant to be. Every time you silence your truth to keep peace, you start a war inside yourself. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You smile outside, but you're frustrated inside. You look calm outside, but you're angry inside. You look successful outside, but you feel empty inside. Why? Because success without authenticity feels like failure. You can fool the crowd. You cannot fool your soul. There are people listening to me right now living a life they never chose, working jobs they hate, wearing masks they hate, playing roles they hate, living stories written by fear. Parents chose the path, friends chose the standard, society chose the image, fear chose the pace, and somewhere in the middle of pleasing everybody else, you lost yourself. But hear me clearly. You are not lost forever. You are one decision away from freedom. One decision. Not next year. Not when they support you. Not when conditions improve. Not when fear disappears. Now. Because courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving while fear is screaming. Let me tell you something painful. Most people are not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. They're worried about themselves, their bills, their insecurities, their regrets, their image, their problems. You are losing sleep over opinions from people who forgot about you 5 minutes later. You are performing for an audience that already left. You are carrying pressure nobody placed on you. Think about that. How much energy have you wasted trying to manage perception? How many nights? How many chances? How many years? Imagine if all that energy was redirected into growth, into discipline, into purpose, into health, into building, into becoming. You would be unstoppable. But first, you must stop needing applause, because applause is dangerous. If you live for cheers, you'll die by criticism. If compliments build you, insults will break you. If people can validate you, they can manipulate you. That's why strong people don't build identity on public opinion. They build identity on principles. Who are you when nobody claps? Who are you when nobody notices? Who are you when nobody supports the mission? That answer determines your future. Listen, everybody wants greatness. Everybody wants results. Everybody wants the body, the money, the confidence, the respect. But greatness demands something weak people refuse to give. Discomfort. Greatness demands being misunderstood. Greatness demands being doubted. Greatness demands lonely seasons. Greatness demands sacrifice. Greatness demands discipline when nobody's watching. And some of you keep quitting because it got uncomfortable. No, it got real. That's the difference. When the dream was fantasy, it felt good. When the dream required pain, you ran. But pain is the price. You want transformation? Pay for it. You want freedom? Pay for it. You want respect? Pay for it. You want peace? Pay for it. And the currency is discipline. The reason many people stay average is simple. They would rather be liked than legendary. They would rather fit in than stand out. They would rather talk than work. They would rather explain than execute. They would rather blame than build. Don't be one of them. You were not born to blend in. You were not created to be a watered down version of yourself. You are not placed here to spend your whole life asking, what will they think? Ask a better question. What will happen if I never try? That question should scare you more. What happens if you never start the business? What happens if you never chase the purpose? What happens if you never become disciplined? What happens if you stay exactly like this for 5 more years? That should terrify you, because failure hurts once, regret hurts forever. There is somebody listening right now with greatness inside them buried under hesitation. There is a leader hiding inside insecurity. There is discipline hiding under excuses. There is confidence hiding under comparison. There is purpose hiding under fear. Wake it up today. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is temporary, standards last, habits last, identity last. You don't need to feel ready. You need to move ready or not. You don't need more time. You need more urgency. You don't need more advice. You need more action. You don't need everybody to understand. You need to understand. And once you know who you are, move like it. Some people will laugh. Move anyway. Some people will doubt. Move anyway. Some people will leave. Move anyway. Some people will misunderstand. Move anyway. Because the people assigned to your future cannot be lost by obedience to your purpose. Let the wrong people walk. Let fake support disappear. Let shallow relationships break. Anything that dies when you become real was never built to last. Hear me carefully. The next level of your life will require a version of you that the current level has never seen. Stronger discipline, stronger standards, stronger boundaries, stronger faith, stronger execution. You cannot become extraordinary with ordinary habits. You cannot build a new life with an old mindset. You cannot rise while protecting comfort. Something has to die. The excuses, the laziness, the people pleasing, the procrastination, the victim mentality, the fear of judgment. Let it die today. And when this video ends, do not just feel inspired. Move, make the call, start the plan, wake up early, hit the gym, apply for the opportunity, launch the idea, cut the distraction, set the boundary, tell the truth, begin, because your life changes the moment action replaces overthinking. Not tomorrow, now, years from now, you will either thank yourself for being brave today or hate yourself for staying comfortable. Choose wisely. You are too gifted to live small, too powerful to stay passive, too capable to stay average, too alive to live asleep. The world does not need another copy. It needs the real you. Disciplined, focused, hungry, authentic, relentless. So stand up mentally, take your life back, take your standards back, take your future back, take your identity back. And from this day forward, stop asking the world for permission to become who you already are. Be dangerous with discipline. Be ruthless with excuses. Be obsessed with growth. Be loyal to purpose. And when fear speaks, work louder. When doubt speaks, work louder. When critics speak, work louder. When pain speaks, work louder. When weakness speaks, work louder. Now go build a life that makes your old excuses embarrassed they ever knew you.